Hello, and welcome to Rochester Works Virtual Career Center. My name is Kyle McCarthy, and I'm a part of the job search team here at Rochester Works. This presentation is focused on reviewing some important concepts when preparing to negotiate following a job offer. There is a lot to think about when an offer is put on the table. In this presentation, I would like to review 4 key concepts you should consider before moving forward. As you can imagine, preparation is key, so let's get started. There are 3 critical pieces of job negotiating. Preparing for negotiations. Know what you need and prioritize. Do your research, identify a reasonable salary range for the job you are going for, not for the one that you just left. Remember the big picture. Opportunity does not always relate in dollar signs. The second critical piece is who should consider negotiating. You got to know the company, how they operate, and continue to remember that you are still interviewing. Continue to share how your value will have an impact on the overall organization. The purpose of negotiating is to gain fair and equitable pay. This will depend on the position you are pursuing given the responsibilities, your specialized skill sets, and the job market in your current area. Negotiations means you are taking a risk. Consider what is most important for you and be aware that companies are not always willing to work with you with what they have to offer. The third critical piece to negotiating is closing the deal. You must remember to keep a professional mindset. It is an indicator of your behavior on the job, and ultimately, a company may consider negotiating when they are sold that you are the best fit for their company as a whole. Over the next 4 slides in this PowerPoint, I want to bring up some important concepts to consider. On this particular page, you will notice that the level of the position in which you are interviewing for should be taken into account. Here's a few things to think about. Number 1, compensation is relative to the value you are bringing into the organization. Consider the education, skills, and experience you need to have in order to meet the expectations of the position. 2, the higher the position is within the organization, the more likely the level of responsibilities will be greater. Be able to relate how your education, skills, and experience will allow you to exceed the expectations for the position. 3, a position at a mid or senior level will usually carry a higher level of responsibility. Companies may be more open to negotiations when they believe your skills and experience will have the greatest impact on the position they are filling. Therefore, having an idea of the level of position that you are interviewing for can help you identify the room you have to negotiate. Another area where you may take into account when thinking of negotiating is whether you have specialized knowledge related to the position or company. An important part of leveraging negotiations is when you are able to relate specialized experience and/or knowledge that will give you an edge over other applicants. What aspects of your background, skills, and experience will allow you to go above and beyond the position in which they are hiring for? This may include technical competencies, product knowledge, customer experience, or relatable projects you were involved with from your recent past. In today's market, a company will always look for the opportunity to hire someone with multiple assets. If an employer understands that you have much more to offer than just the minimum requirements, their willingness to negotiate will increase. Get them excited about you as an applicant. Motivate them to bring you on board. Help them see that this could be a win-win situation throughout the interviewing process. Preparing yourself for this kind of interview will be the key to your success. Another important concept to cover is labor market conditions. It's important to have a good understanding of the market conditions for your type of work. You may have great skills and experience, but find that there are limited positions available. Understanding labor market may determine whether your competition is greater. In this case, it may have an impact on how much the company will be willing to negotiate, as well as help you determine if negotiations are appropriate at the time of the offer. Having a realistic understanding of the market will help you determine your negotiating strategies. One of the most critical concepts to consider when preparing for negotiations relates to your own risk tolerance. Are you willing to walk away from a job opportunity if the company is not willing to meet your needs? In this type of job market, it is important to recognize the big picture and consider, where will you be if you decide to decline the offer? Sometimes we need to take a step back and realize that there is no perfect job. At this point in your job search, will this position fulfill your financial needs, allow you to utilize and learn new skills, and potentially offer you an opportunity for growth? We all have different risk tolerance. You need to choose what is comfortable for you and be able to live with your decision. And just remember, negotiating is not something many of us are comfortable with. Being prepared will help you negotiate successfully. Take the time to review and complete the 4 negotiating concepts. Be clear on how your skills and expertise will bring a value to the position and keep a professional mindset. For more detailed information, please visit our negotiating tab located on the left side of your screen. For a facilitated version of this topic, consider attending Rochester Works workshop titled Negotiating Your Job Offer. Finally, remember, if you don't ask, the answer is always no. Thank you so much for joining us today for Negotiating Concepts webcast. To learn more about Rochester Works and the services we offer, you can find us on the web at rochesterworks.org. We also have 2 conveniently located career centers. There is no appointment necessary, you can just stop in. The phone numbers are located on your screen. Please feel free to give us a call for hours and days that we are open. Thanks again for your time, and we wish you all the best for a successful job search.